Okay. Welcome to the Mike Sanchez Show. This is episode 1. And you might be like, what are you talking about, episode 1, Mike? What do you mean episode 1? I'm doing what I wanted to do originally. So I originally made this channel because I wanted to do a podcast. I wanted to do a video series. I wanted to be able to sit down, talk about topics, talk about things. And I chickened out of it. I chickened out. And I went a different route. I went down, I guess you could say, the YouTube commentary route of like a topic or a video, and you try to be funny and you try to make fun of it. You got to do all the stuff for it. You got to make the videos all popping and fancy and all this stuff. And like, I didn't mind it, but there are days where it's hard to get up for certain things because maybe you're not interested in the topic, or you saved the video so long ago that you want to talk about, or the thing you want to talk about. And then time passes by and you're not really into it anymore. And then there's so much more shit happening because the internet is nonstop 24/7. You get caught up, you get bunched up because you're like, holy shit, I want to do this still, but that was 2 weeks ago. And there's like this, and this, and this. And it's like, now I'm far behind because I'm working on this one video and it's just a pain in the ass. It's a mess. We're trying something different for the new year. We're trying something a little different, and I know some of you might be like, well, I don't want to be here anymore, and I get it. That's okay. But we're going to try this, and it's episode 1, so it's going to be ugly. It's going to be shitty. It's not going to be good, and I know that. I've done this for however many years. I've been doing this since 2015. Not this specifically, but I've been filming content, recording content, posting online since 2015. So you can't say I'm not new to this, which is kind of scary because it's not like I blew up or anything like that. Not that I was really trying to, but it could be worse. This isn't my first time in front of a camera is what I'm saying. So we're just going to get into it. I don't know what this is this podcast technically is going to be about. Probably the same topics really that I've been talking about, but just more chill, more laid back. I'll throw in some stuff here and there. And the first thing that I really want to bring up and talk about is the fact that I was there. I was there for CM Punk's return to wrestling. Not technically return to wrestling, but return to WWE wrestling, which is huge, because nobody thought that I was going to fucking happen. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a couple weeks. So the fact that I was there in Madison Square Garden on Tuesday, and it was fucking nuts. We had a great time. Me and a couple guys went. We had great seats. We got them for like $150, but that was before they announced that CM Punk was going to be there. Those seats shot up to like $350. So really, I could have made like $200 if I sold my ticket, but there was no way I was going to miss that because I wanted to be there. I'm a wrestling fan. I needed to see CM Punk back in action, and it was awesome. But what pisses me off is I thought they were going to announce beforehand when their match was going to happen, because that's what they were doing with all the matches. They were basically prepping you up to know who's coming out next. So like they announced the Seth Rollins match before it happened. They announced the Cody Rhodes match before it happened. They announced all the matches prior to that before it happened. It seemed like they were doing an intermission because the way the live shows operate, they do intermissions, but it's usually only one. And so people actually got up and left because they thought it was intermission. And I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, all right, like I got some time before, I got to get ready because I want to get the initial CM Punk, the static. I want to get the crowd going nuts because I love that. I love seeing videos like that. They're my favorite. They're like one of my favorite things to watch because just listening to the crowd go nuts is always fucking awesome. So I wasn't ready because we all thought it was intermission, and out of nowhere you just hear the static and everyone goes nuts, which was awesome. But I missed it. I missed the initial crowd pop, which pisses me off so much. I'm so mad I don't have it. I do have the entrance. I popped and then took out my phone and then I just had it recording. I like the atmosphere still. I love having that and being able to hear that because it's just, that's history right there. That is fucking history. We were at a historical live show. It broke every live show record they possibly have ever had. And I think they broke all the MSG records and shit like that. So like they made the most amount of money. Like we were there. We were at history. So the fact that I have it is sick. I'm just so mad that I missed that part of it. But it is what it is. My one friend left because he had to pee. He thought there was a break. He got to see the entrance, but from somewhere else. He wasn't with us when he saw it. So I was just like, of course he left. And he missed the whole thing. That's the whole reason why we actually went. Like we were so anticipating that. So for him to miss that sucks. But on the bright side, holy shit, I saw CM Punk live, which was awesome. And in the ring, dude looked pretty good. Overall, I think he looked all right. It was weird because he was wearing just black trunks and black everything. Like he didn't have his CM Punk attire, which I was like, that's a little weird. But who gives a fuck at that point? Because it's the live show. It doesn't really matter that much. But the match was great. There was a couple like weird moments of like transitioning from one thing to another, but I think that was more on just the chemistry of everything. And, at the same time, it's still a live show. It's not on TV. This is practice. Pretty much what the live shows are. They're literally just practice. Overall, I thought he looked good. The crowd was awesome. And I loved his speech afterwards, his little promo he cut after.
You have carried me throughout my career to my greatest moments, and this is one of them. We are all in this together. I came back here to finish what I started. It starts tonight in the world's most famous arena in front of you, the greatest fans on earth. But I'm here to finish what I started. And when I win the Royal Rumble and go on to main event WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to let you know that that isn't me finishing my story. That's just me getting started.
So hopefully we get CM Punk for like 2 or 3 years at least. Hopefully there's no issues. Hopefully there's no problems. But I got to say, watching him live was a treat. It was awesome. It was a great post-Christmas, present to myself. I thought he looked pretty good in the ring. I don't think there was any ring rust. And granted, he was wrestling for the last 2 or 3 years before that. So it's not like he's new. He only didn't wrestle for like 4 months. I think they were crisp. I think his spots looked good. I think he looked good. He didn't look old. He didn't look like he was in his 40s or however old he is. The fact that we missed basically 10 years of his career. And now I don't watch AEW, so I can't say about that. I've seen a couple of his matches in AEW, but I'm not an AEW fan, so that's not going to happen. It's not that I don't hate people that watch it. It's not for me. That is what it is. But holy shit, we saw him live, and it was a freaking awesome match, awesome time. The crowd was fantastic. The whole crowd was just a vibe. It did not feel like a live show. I've been to a couple live shows before. That was different. That was special. Because of CM Punk, they broke all these records. It wasn't because Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre was the last match, which was a good match. Seeing CM Punk back in the ring was fucking magical. And you could actually see the whole match. It's on Twitter somewhere. Someone recorded the whole thing. Pretty good view of it for what you could see. I was like speechless most of the time. I'm just like, holy shit, I'm fucking here. And it was crazy. So thank God CM Punk is back. We're gonna keep track of that. We're gonna watch that. We're gonna keep going with that one. And then from there, after the show, we had a great time. One of my buddies was like, oh, I'm going to see Iron Claw tomorrow. And I was like, well, I have a free ticket, so I'm going to go to see Iron Claw. So we saw Iron Claw the next day. It was just a wrestling-packed week, apparently. That movie, The Iron Claw, was... Do I want to say it? I'm going to say it. I think The Iron Claw was the best wrestling movie I've ever seen. Not because it's a wrestling movie, per se, but because of the action that they did show in the movie was awesome. It's mostly a drama, and I'm trying to not do spoilers right now. I'm going to try to keep this spoiler free if you don't know the story or if you're learning the story. Some people were bitching that it wasn't historically accurate, which might be true with certain things, but the story itself is accurate. It's just the timeline of things isn't exact. They moved it up for dramatic purposes. They moved certain things around for dramatic purposes. I know there's 5 brothers. They combined 2 of the brothers, so there's technically only 4 brothers in the movie, but there's really 5 in real life. They basically made one character 2 brothers, and that was his tragic story. So the movie itself is super fucking sad. I don't get very emotional during movies, but like that one almost got me because it's crazy to see a good person and a good group of people go through so much tragedy. And you could blame the father for a lot of the shit. That's so crazy how everything has happened. Don't want to give anything away. You guys should definitely check it out. It's definitely the best filmed wrestling movie of all time. The wrestling montages in the movie are so fucking cool. They're so good. They look fantastic. Zac Efron looks sick in that movie. He's on all the roids. He looks like a great wrestler. He talked about how hard it was to be in that shape and wrestling shape. So to see him put in that work, and he earned it. I think the movie was great. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10 overall. For the wrestling parts of it, 10 out of 10. This shit looks fucking awesome. The way they did everything, the way they were able to portray certain characters, certain emotions through wrestling is impressive. On top of it, the relationships, what's her name? Lily James, the wife in the movie, she was great. I thought all the guys were great. All the brothers were great. The dad was awesome in terms of acting. He's a piece of shit, but great. I think that portrays the story of them very well, and it tells a very sad, true story, and it still gets the point across. And there's like stuff online saying that, a lot of it's not accurate in terms of dates and stuff like that, but the events did happen. They do that part, and I don't think it matters that much. The story itself is awesome. You got to watch it. I'm trying to not give it away. If you don't know, you got to know. Because you got to just watch it. You got to find out for yourself because it's a great movie. I'm trying to get more people to watch it, and I want to watch it with them. So my biggest gripe in the entire movie, I'm just going to say this out loud because people have already posted on Twitter and shit like that, is the portrayal of Ric Flair. Whoa! The guy who played Ric Flair and cut that promo is a disgrace. He just wasn't good, and that's not his fault. He's doing his best. but they casted a terrible Ric Flair.
Now, let's get to the less pretty facts of life.
They could have found a way better Ric Flair. I don't understand what they decided. Like, all right, yeah, this is the guy. They could have used that guy for the wrestling parts of it, but for the promo, I could have done a better Ric Flair than that. His woo was ass. His promo was fine, but it just didn't sound like Ric Flair. If you're gonna do Ric Flair, you gotta fucking do Ric Flair. I was very upset at that part. I was just like, this is bad. Like, I could have done that shit. He looked like him, I guess, but not really. I don't know. I don't understand what they saw in that part of the Ric Flair, but it's only a short, brief moment, but I'd rather you just show the old Ric Flair promos and then just have a guy pretend to be Ric Flair. That I would have preferred that, because I did not like that at all. But other than that, the movie was fucking fantastic. I want to see it again. I'm probably going to go see it again. Just know when Tom Sawyer plays in the movie, shit goes down. That is the best fucking wrestling montage I've ever seen. And I recommend the movie to everybody. You definitely should go see it. And that's that for that. So I don't want to make this super long, but these videos might be longer. Some might be 30 minutes, depending on what we're talking about. Maybe personal experiences, stuff like that. I don't necessarily know what I have planned for this coming year, but I just want to say that I'm sorry that I really fell off with this channel for the most part at the tail end of the year, especially like from like fall till now with football and work, and then getting back into vlogging with my other channel. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I was going to. So this really took a back burner. And like I was saying before, with just like falling behind with the topics and then trying to edit. And those videos take so long to edit because I suck. It's not that I suck at editing. I get very lazy with editing. So sometimes I put it off and then I start and then I get really tired. And then, you know, it's my fault. That's what I'm getting at. It's my fault that it happened. And I want to apologize for that. With football and all that stuff and just getting super busy and just being tired. And it's just, I got stuck with this channel. And then I kind of wanted to change things, but I didn't really know what to do. And I knew I wanted to make this like episodic, but didn't know how to do it. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I'm still trying to figure it out. So you got to bear with me, but I want to say I'm sorry for that. But at the same time, you guys should be excited because it's not like this channel is dead. It's not like this channel is going away. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sitting down and talking. I do want to do certain things with this. Maybe if there's a sporting event or if there's a wrestling event or if there's, you know, a UFC fight, maybe I stream it. Maybe we, you know, have some live chats and stuff like that. I have some things planned. It's just a matter of figuring it out. With that being said, I just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed this year. Thank you to everybody who might unsubscribe this year because of what's going on. But this year was very special to me. If you don't follow my vlog channel, I went through a lot of shit this year in the first half of the year. And then the second half, it was a complete 180. And we turned everything around. We turned my life around. I was 350 pounds by February this year, and I lost 50 pounds. So that's fucking sick. It's documented on my other channel, Mike Sanchez 23, I think the channel name is. I've changed it so many times, I forgot what it is. But, you know, I'll link it below. Because I was so focused on that stuff, that's why this kind of fell apart. Not completely fell apart, but this channel was put on the back burners, and I want to apologize for that because I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys, and I know there's only like 730 of you, but you know, it matters. Shit like that matters to me because you decided to subscribe. You decided to come back and watch my stupid face talk about stupid shit that my opinion doesn't matter. I'm just a person, a random person that lives in New Jersey that just has an opinion. And that's what it is. My opinion is not fact. And I know that. I don't take myself very seriously. You should neither. We're going to do some things this year. I am excited about this year. There's a lot of stuff brewing right now. I got some stuff in motion for other things, which could make everything great. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, holidays, whatever you want to celebrate, whatever you do celebrate. And I hope you guys had a great year. If you didn't, figure out what was wrong with this year and try to fix that in the following year and this upcoming year, because I think this is going to be a big year for everybody. I think that if I put out some good positive things or some good stupid funny things, then we can have a good time. That's my goal this year. And I just want to say thank you to you guys because without you, this is nothing. Like literally, it's me talking to a camera, which is internally me talking to you. Sometimes it can be just talking to a camera. So you guys make this fucking worth it. You guys make this everything that it is. And without you, I am nothing. I literally am nothing. So thank you guys for everything. Episode 1 is in the books and it's short, it's sweet, but that's the way we like it right now. So we're going to keep this going and who knows, maybe we'll do 100 this year. I appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy the new year. Enjoy the holidays. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. If you're going to get hammered and wasted like I am tomorrow, which it's December 30th right now, so tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Don't drive. Do not drive. Take an Uber. Be careful. Don't fight anybody. It's not worth it, even though you might want to. And just be safe. And we'll see you in the next year. Peace out.